Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with Red Embrace. Load. Oh no! It didn't save any of our progress. Hang on a second. Okay, I had to do a quick speed tapping to get to where we were last time before we were rudely interrupted by Mia Familia. Whew. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. His voice is low and husky. Not unpleasant, but it makes him sound a bit older than he looks. Why does he seem so tense? Why does he seem so tense? I wonder if there's a reason why he's acting all gloomy, or if this is just his normal self. Coffee it is then. I'll be right back. I turned to head back to the kitchen, wondering if this guy will even leave a tip. But before I can so much as take a step, a hand grabs my shirt, tugging me back. Flustered, I quickly glance over my shoulder at the strange man who narrows his eyes at me. Yo, dude, you shouldn't be touching people. Has anyone else come in here tonight? A man in a leather jacket with a tattoo on his cheek. He murmurs under his breath, staring at me intensely. I swallow a nervous lump in my throat. Troy, this would be a great time for you to walk out of the kitchen. But no one. Like, that's... Ugh. But no one like that's coming tonight. Why? He sinks back against the seat cushions at my reply, tightly balling one hand into a fist. After a moment, he pulls a cigarette from his pocket and clenches it between his teeth. Sir, this is a non-smoking establishment. The flame from his lighter briefly flickers in his bright blue eyes, a guilty look flashing over his face. Sorry. I'll get out of here. Muttering quietly, he starts to push himself out of the booth. Muttering quietly, he starts pushing himself out of the booth, but I shove my arm out to stop him. Huh. At least wait until you finish your coffee. It's pretty rude to come into a diner and leave without ordering anything after all. He's a weird customer, but I'm kind of curious about why he's so uneasy. And this is the most interesting thing that's happened on any of my shifts, too. Man hesitates, studying me with a suspicious look. Maybe he thinks I'm teamed up with this leather jacket guy he's all worked up about. They must really have a history. I can't read today. I shrug my shoulders nonchalantly. Listen, I don't want to be involved with your guys' spat or anything. I'm just trying to make some tips, okay? Calm down. He pauses for a moment longer. His blue eyes burn into me searchingly, as if he's trying to read my true intentions. Yeah, tips. Give me your money. But finally, he lowers himself back into the booth. Ha! That's what I thought. Giving a reluctant nod. I'll get that coffee then. Don't run away while I'm gone. Right. With that, I hurry towards the kitchen, setting up a pot of fresh coffee to brew. Troy's on his phone, chatting away with his new girlfriend, so I can't ask him if he knows that guy in the booth. He's a strange customer, even for this hour, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. I don't want to play therapist or anything, but part of me wants to ask what he's brooding about. Would he tell a stranger, though? When the coffee's done, I grab the cup and head back to the booth. Cream and sugar tucked under my free arm. To my surprise, the man's still there. He was staring off into space before, but when I get close, his head jerks towards me. Thanks. He murmurs awkwardly, pulling a cigarette from his lips and snuffing it out in the ashtray. No problem. I set the coffee along with the cream and sugar down in front of him. But he just sort of blankly stares at the table, as if he's not sure what to do. Do you, want me to mix it in for you? The cream and sugar, that is. My offer makes his eyes wide, but after a brief pause, he stiffly nods. Has this guy never had coffee before? Well, whatever. I have to earn my tips, don't I? I grab the cream and pour in some into the cup, stirring until the dark liquor turns into a pretty caramel shade. After mixing a couple of spoons of sugar, I push the coffee towards him expectantly. It's not fresh pressed, but it's not poison either. Go on. He takes the cup and lifts it to his lips, looking unsure of himself. After a long sip, he blinks, and a surprised light washes over his face. It's sweet. Oh, did I put too much sugar in? I can get you another cup if you'd... No, it's fine. I like it. To my shock, the man's lips actually curled in a smile. Small as it was, it makes him seem a lot less intimidating, but the look in his clear blue eyes softens a little. He's seriously an oddball. Odd, but kind of charming in his own way. A guy this size who doesn't even know how to drink coffee. Oh. Just then, the diner's doors suddenly swing open. A blonde girl strides up to the counter, plopping down one of the bar stools with a loud sigh. Wait, you're a woman? Then why do you have pecs? Sorry. Let me know if you need anything else. I apologize to my new friend, whose expression has returned to an impassive stare. Yeah. He lowers his eyes to stare at the depths of his coffee cup, not offering another word. I almost feel bad for leaving him, but I can't exactly ignore a customer. Trey would yell at me until he went hoarse. Hurrying around the corner, I approach the new customer cautiously. When I look closer, I realize it's actually a blonde guy, not a girl. Oh, thank God! He's so slender and short that he really looked like a girl from behind, but his face is a little too sharp to be a woman's. So do you usually stare like that at everyone who comes in here? I thought waiters were supposed to be welcoming, not creepy. The first words that come out of this guy, out of his mouth, are pretty coarse, even though he's got a high sing-song voice. Oh no, I'm just a little tired, that's all. What can I get you? He purses his lips together scornfully, letting out an annoyed huff. But rather than responding to my question, he turns his head to scan the diner. His gaze falls on the hoodie-wearing guy in the booth. Blonde stares intently at the other man, who doesn't seem to notice the scrutiny he's getting. What the hell? Is he really just going to sit here and ignore me? You have a problem with it? This brat's kind of getting on my nerves. First, he makes a jab at me for staring, then he goes and gapes at another guy. The man in the hoodie's my customer too, and he looks like he's already had a tough night without being glared at by some kid. Hey, do you have a problem with that guy? If not, could you quit scowling at other customers? You'll scare them off. Oh. My irritated words make him blink in surprise, but his sulky expression returns after half a second. He scratches his cheek with one hand, pausing doubtfully, then lets out a loud sigh. I just want a soda. Any kind. I need to get a bad taste out of my mouth. What, from trying to smoke pot with your friends? I wanted to dryly ask, but I should probably have a little self-restraint. I grab a nearby cup and head over to the soda fountain, filling it up with some sugary yellowish green drink that probably suits the taste of a kid like him. It's too bad he doesn't have a nicer personality to match his cute face. I bet he never wears anything other than that annoying pout. After I slide the cup and straw in front of the blonde, he tosses a couple dollar bills on the counter. Hey, is it always so dead in here? I don't usually come to places like this, but how do you stay open if there's no business? Shouldn't you be bankrupt? Resisting the urge to throw soda in his face, I let a strange chuckle instead. We're open during the day, too. Most people tend to come here when it's not, 2 a.m. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Isn't it boring when nobody comes in, though? He sounds so innocent and curious that my irritation melts away a little bit. It's pretty damn boring. Most of the clientele at this hour are just a few folks who are high, drunk, or both. They don't make for great conversation partners, let me tell you. Huh! Blonde snickers, pulling his straw out of the wrapper and shoving it into his glass. He sips a bit of soda, then idly swirls the straw around with one finger, propping his chin on his hand. His eyes are lively, sparkly green, and they watch me with interest. I'm not into children! How about any weird types? Told you I'm not into children. Weird types? You have to be more specific than that. Rolling his eyes, he pauses for a moment, as if he's thinking his words more carefully. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to pause right here. I'll be sure to save this time, but I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Bye!